What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we're going to check out the MetaQuest 3S Xbox Edition. We'll see what comes in here in a second. The reason I got it is because I was already in the market for a current-gen VR headset. The PSVR 2 was in contention, however, there really wasn't a killer app, at least for me. And then the moment I saw this being advertised, I thought, yeah, okay, because there's some stuff on the MetaQuest that I begrudgingly would be like, well, it's on MetaQuest, so I just can't play it, so I can't really care about it. However, there are some stuff like Batman, Assassin's Creed, and upcoming Deadpool VR that I am interested to play, as well as just watching stuff, I guess. The thing that really makes it cool is the fact that you can play Xbox games. I'm assuming just streaming, but still another device that can play your Xbox games. And there are over 1,000 Play Anywhere games outside of Game Pass. Of course, Game Pass will allow you to play a lot of games, and then Xbox Anywhere games, well, if you own it across the line, which I think is pretty cool. Now, let's check this thing out. In front of the box, you have a close-up of the unit, MetaQuest, Xbox, and the controller that will be in the box. Now, I am kind of glad that I got this because it seems to be sold out everywhere as of recording. MetaQuest, Xbox, not too much going on in terms of packaging, at least on the outside. See, 128 gig headset, the two controllers, a normal controller, and Game Pass. I think it's, 3 months or something? Let's take a look. Inside the box, MetaQuest 3S headset, black and green, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate 3-month trial, Xbox wireless controller with 2 AA's included, 2 MetaQuest Touch Plus controllers, probably left and right, black and green, 2 AA batteries included, 2 wrist straps, black and green, pre-installed, MetaQuest Elite strap, pre-installed, standard facial interface, pre-installed, glasses spacer, I appreciate that as someone who wears glasses, USB-C power adapter, and USB-C charging cable, 1 meter. It seems like it has everything you need and some improvement of quality of life things included as well. So it is more than just these 4 things, although it may not be readily apparent. Let's see, it says MetaQuest Xbox, and this is no longer a collector's item. Well, I guess it is, but not as good. I guess I got to do both sides. Let's see if we can get this out without ripping it, because it's a cool box, and I am a sucker for keeping boxes, especially when it's this kind of limited edition cool stuff. Not too much else going on with the box, so let's just take off the top. Okay, there we go. Pretty heavy top portion. Just that here. Wow, okay, so everything is sitting very nicely presented. And so we have what is likely some paperwork. So first up we have some paperwork. That is to set up the hardware, Xbox logo, 3-month redemption, and scan for more. A little hard to read that. You know, it's not just that redeem your trial, your purchase comes. Oh, okay, so it's in the headset. Okay, so it's always in there. So I was thinking there'd be like a little thing to show off, but I guess there isn't. Okay, so let's take a look at the controller. They said pre-installed, so once you take this out, the contacts will make connection. Okay, that is clear, which is pretty nice. And otherwise, it is just an Xbox controller. So this is the one that comes with the MetaQuest 3S, and this is a standard controller that came with my Series X. So you can see where they added the color, the area under the thumbsticks, and the buttons. Different colors. They're all one color. So if a game has color-specific, like, actions that it wants you to do, well, hopefully you know what the colors are, or it just says A, B, X, Y. Overall, I think this is cool, and I'll be completely honest, I don't know if this is the controller I'm going to use with this unit, since I do have other controllers I don't want to necessarily put wear on. This one I have the Razer battery stand, so it has a rechargeable battery. Put it on there, charges it up. It's great. In fact, I have this controller that honestly is just collecting dust, so I might end up using this one first. But really, these are very similar controllers in performance, and they're all just really good. And this one kind of has that same thing where these are all the same, not standard colors, although this one does have a little bit of a color designation in the middle, whereas this one, they did not do that. Wondering, okay, so these just come out. And, oh, okay, so the batteries must come out this way. Then you pull that tab out. Cool, trigger there, so you're supposed to, I guess, hold it like that, do that, do that. You have a stick, which I don't know if they usually do that, but it's a cute little miniaturization of the stick here. That's cool. I don't know if the standard one is like that. You have a meta button, and it does click in. Interesting. Only 2 buttons, 2 face buttons on this one. Whereas the other one is held the same way, but this one has the menu button, which is also recessed. Interesting. And now it has X and Y, which has the same little stick there. Sort of wish the stick was a little bigger, although I think they will do the job. I don't think there's really an issue with those. Wrist straps are pretty nice, I guess. You always want to have wrist straps with this sort of thing in case you need to drop it to pick up a call, or so you don't accidentally chuck it at something or someone. And so the headset itself, I mean, it's very interesting. You have cameras on the outside, which I think is used for both augmented reality and probably like perception and depth. And I think you can set certain things to be certain transparency so that your screen, it'll read like the environment and you can basically see. So you aren't completely blind when you're using the headset. I don't know if that works for games, but I think like apps or like a web browser can do that. Here's the glasses adjustment, which I will actually super need. Ooh, power brick. That's good. And USB cable. Really rad. Now this is black, but I don't... Oh, okay. I was wondering if we had some Xbox accoutrement here, which we have the logo there. I don't know what that is, but it looks like it plugs in, maybe? Or is that a camera? No, that's a camera. Wow, okay. And just some green outlines. This actually looks like I can see a lot of that green on the inside. Is that supposed to be flush or pushed in? I don't know. Okay, got a button. I'm guessing this is a volume rocker. I would guess that, okay, this is where you charge it. Power button, LED, volume rocker. Not exactly sure what that button does. Maybe it helps adjust, or maybe it's like a menu button. It's pretty cool. A lot of ergos for the head. This is something you'll be wearing, so you want it to feel good and not hurt or fatigue you quickly to keep you from being able to use it. So I went ahead and installed the glasses spacer, which of course was with this bundle with the brick and the cable. And what I did was I took this portion out. It just goes that way. It just pulls out. There will be like an undoing of a clip, but you're good. And then I took the spacer and clipped it into the back end. Now it says here you can just sandwich it in between, I guess, but I felt like you have a stronger connection if you just go ahead, connect it to this guy, and use those two to then plug in at one time, rather than trying to like sandwich them like it sort of says. It doesn't say that you can put this into this and then that into that. Maybe they just didn't want to overcomplicate it, but I think that's a better connection. And so because of that, it looks like it doesn't have that seamless transition from the visor piece to the actual unit. But that is a good way for you to see or distinguish when there's a glasses spacer in there for people that do not need that. Especially if you're either sharing or showing your friends, you might need to take that out if they don't use glasses and you do. Well, guys, that's it for the MetaQuest 3S Xbox Edition. Did you happen to pick this up? Do you think they'll do more collabs like this in the future? Now we have this MetaQuest VR headset, and later this year we will have the ROG Xbox Ally X. Will you be picking one of those up? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to stay up to date, my videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now, guys. Manjoume out.